Hello students, in this video session I will solve Chebyshev digital filter design for the given numerical example. Let us understand the numerical example first. Design a low pass Chebyshev filter that meets the following specifications. Passband magnitude characteristic that is having ripple within 1 decibel for frequencies below omega or W I shall call it because it is digital. W is equal to 0.2 pi. Stop band attenuation of at least 15 decibel for frequencies between W is equal to 0.4 pi to W is equal to pi. Use bilinear transformation. Let us understand the given data. See the given data WP 0.2 pi and KP is equal to minus 1 decibel. WS or stop band H frequency is 0.4 pi with Ks is equal to minus 15 decibel. You can see Kp and Ks are in decibels, that means they are in a proper manner in which we want it. Whereas Wp, Ws, they are given in radians or W values, they are given in the digital domain. Obviously, I have plotted the characteristic or frequency characteristic, that is frequency against magnitude in decibel. I have plotted ripple in the passband because it is a Chebyshev filter. You should understand that the ripple is within 1 decibel. That means this is 1 decibel. Within 1 decibel, the ripple is present. Generally, Chebyshev filters are characterized by ripples, as I have already explained you. 1 decibel ripple, 3 decibel ripple, 2 decibel ripple, 0.5 decibel ripple. Like this, they are characterized by ripple in the passband. This ripple, whatever is present, is represented. Now, let us solve this example. We shall write what all the values that are given. You know that step 1 is pre-warping, same as our Butterworth filter design concept, pre-warping or initial step. I will write WP is 0.2 pi, Kp is equal to minus 1 decibel, Ws is 0.4 pi with Ks is equal to minus 15 decibel. Now, in this step, you know that the digital data given you should bring back to the analog domain. You know the formula omega p is equal to 2 by T tan W by 2. 2 by T tan W by 2. Tan W by 2. And T is equal to 1 second you will be taking. 2 by 1 tan WP 0.2 pi divided by 2 is equal to 2 tan pi. I am putting 180 degree. Hence you can see that this answer I will directly write. You can use the calculator and do that. This answer comes out to be 0.6498. 0.6498. Similarly, omega s is equal to 2 by T tan Ws by 2 is equal to 2 by 1 tan 0.4 pi by 2 comes out to be 1.453. Okay. Obviously, these are now in the analog domain, hence they are in radians per second. They are in radians per second. You see, after pre-warping, you got following data. That means omega p is equal to 0.6498, Kp is equal to minus 1 decibel, omega s is equal to 1.453 and Ks is equal to minus 15 decibels. Please see that this data is very important because I will be moving now to design an analog filter corresponding to these 4 values. Okay, hence step 2. What is step 2? It is analog filter design. Analog filter design. Obviously, I should design analog filters corresponding to these 4 values. You know that in analog filter there are 5 steps. Obviously the first step, order of the filter. This is very important, order of the filter n. You know that so as to find n in case of Chebyshev filter, you have to find out two values. Delta is equal to square root of 10 raised to minus 0.1 ks minus 1 is equal to square root of 10 raised to minus 0.1 ks minus 15 minus 1. You can apply the calculator, the answer comes out to be 5.533. Okay. Similarly, epsilon value is equal to 10 raised to square root of 10 raised to minus 0.1 kp minus 1, okay, is equal to square root of 10 raised to minus 0.1 kp is minus 1 comes out to be 0.5088. You got these values and you know how to find the order. You have to apply the cos hyper inverse formula. N is equal to cos hyper inverse of delta by epsilon whole divided by cos hyper inverse of omega s by omega p. Now it is equal to cos hyper inverse of delta 5.533 divided by epsilon 0.5088 whole divided by cos hyper inverse of omega s value 1.453 divided by 0.6498. Yeah, you just solve this with the cos hyper inverse and you will get the answer as 2.1314, where I shall round it off to 3. Hence, after the first step, in step 2, n has come out to be the third order. The order of the filter is 3. Let us go ahead with step 2. You know that the step 2 is to find the pole position. Let us do that. Continuing with the step 2, here I will be finding pole position. You know that so as to find the pole position, I want the formula of an intermediate E. E is equal to 1 by epsilon plus square root of 1 plus 1 by epsilon square. You can find it to be 4.1705, and there will be minor axis and major axis, where minor axis formula omega p by 2 e raised to 1 by n minus e raised to minus 1 by n. Here omega p to be taken as 1 radian per second because I will be doing it for the normalized filter first. Hence, please take omega p is equal to 1 here. 1 by 2, 4.1705 because e raised to 1 by 3, where n is the order of the filter. Previous step 3 has come. 4.1705 raised to 1 by 3 minus 4.1705 raised to minus 1 by 3. You can find it to be the minor axis r is equal to 0.4942, and then major axis r is equal to omega p by 2 e raised to 1 by n plus e raised to minus 1 by n. If I plot this, obviously the pole position will be something like this. Before that I shall do theta also. You know that theta k is equal to pi by n into k plus pi by 2n plus pi by 2, isn't it? With this, where k is equal to 0, 1, 2 and n is equal to 3. Hence, k becomes 1 less than that, 0, 1, 2. I shall find out theta naught is equal to pi by n into k. You can find it, you already well versed with that. Theta naught comes out to be 120 degree, theta 1 comes out to be 180 degree, and theta 2 comes out to be 210 degree. Okay, once you got this pole position, you should know how exactly to plot this pole position. I shall plot it. This is in HFS, normalized domain. This is imaginary, this is real axis, and I shall plot a ellipse here. not the circle. Butterworth gives a circle, whereas the Chebyshev filter gives us the elliptical shape around which the poles are positioned. Okay. Now here you are having the another, that is minor axis circle, which 0.4942, whereas the major axis, this is 1.1155. Anyway, there will be three poles here. Three poles, you know that. One is 120 degree, this is 90 degree, 30 degree later. S0, S1 180 degree, that is on the real axis, and S2, which is complex conjugate of S0. We got this. Pole positions are there. Now what I shall do is, you know that I am just following a table here. For that I will be just making a serial number, and A, which is equal to R cos theta, and B, which is major axis R sin theta, and polynomial corresponding. See, serial number, how I will put serial number is n is equal to 3, no? I will just put half of that, 3 by 2, that means 1.5 till 2, 0, 1 and 2. Now A is equal to R cos theta naught, that means 0.4942 into cos 120. Like that you can have the filtered table here, minus 0.2471, and then B becomes equal to 0.9661. Okay, and here it becomes minus 0.4942, and this will not be there. Now you see 0, 1, 2. The second pole, whatever is there, that is having same minus 0.2471. This becomes minus 0.9661. Both becomes complex conjugate, and they give us a polynomial, which is s square plus 2as plus a square plus b square. Hence, corresponding to this, I will write the polynomial s square plus 0.4942s plus 0.9944. Many students follow writing the polynomial by taking the equation. It doesn't matter. Some students may feel it is easy to have a table. Some students may feel it is easy to have the polynomial by writing s minus s naught. Whichever you feel comfortable, you can do that. But we want the polynomial as the output. See, pole position we have completed. Now the third step is to get the here I will write the pole positions. S0 is equal to minus 0.2471 plus j 0.9661. S1 is equal to minus 0.4942. S2 is equal to minus 0.2471 minus j 0.9661. We got all the pole positions. Okay, at the end of this step you got all the pole position. The next step or the third step is to find the filter polynomial in the normalized domain. Let us do that. Continuing in step 2, I shall find the filter polynomial h of s. You know that h of s in case of Chebyshev filter is to be written like this: kn divided by s minus s0, s minus s1, s minus s2, because there are three poles. Okay, now if you substitute these things, you will get third order polynomial. You know that I have already deducted the polynomials in my previous step through a table. Hence I shall not bother. Kn is equal to s square plus 0.4942s plus 0.9944 multiplied by s plus 0.4942. Okay, that's what I am getting now. If I multiply this, you will get kn whole divided by s cube plus 0.9884 s square plus 1.2386 s plus 0.4914. Now you know that the order of the filter is 3, n is equal to 3. What this implies? This implies the value of kn. Kn becomes equal to b naught. This value is equal to 0.4914 because n is equal to 3, odd value is there, isn't it? N is equal to 3, odd value is there. Hence, I shall substitute this kn value 0.4914 whole divided by s cube plus 0.9884 s square plus 1.2386 s plus 0.4914. This is what is h of s. This we call it as normalized filter polynomial. Normalized filter polynomial. That is third step. Now step 4. What is the sub-step 4 in step 2? Is critical frequency. He is finding out critical frequency. You know that for Chebyshev filter, omega p is equal to omega c is equal to, already you have found 0.6498. I shall not apply any formula here. You take it as 0.6498 passband edge frequency, 0.6498. Hence, what is the fifth step? Fifth step is transformation. What transformation I want at this step? Low pass filter to low pass filter transformation. That means in this equation, wherever s is there, you have to replace by s by omega c, that is equal to s by 0.6498. Hence I shall use that h of s is equal to 0.4914 whole divided by s divided by 0.6498 cube plus 0.9884 s is there, s 0.6498 square plus 1.2386 s by 0.6498 plus 0.4914. You can solve for this. Okay, you can solve for this so as to get h of s. If you solve this, you will get 0.1348 whole divided by s cube plus 0.6423 s square plus 0.5229 s plus 0.1348. I got all the steps. See, this is at the end of, this is the analog filter design. Analog filter transfer function. Okay, analog filter transfer function I got. Okay, at the end of step 5, that is in main step 2, this is the fifth sub-step where I found out h of s, which is analog filter transformation. Let us go ahead step 3, where in step 3 this analog filter design, whatever is there, no, you will transform it into digital filter design. Let us do that. In step 3, you know that the given analog filter transform function is to be converted into digital transformation. Obviously, the h of s, whatever is there, we need to get the corresponding h of z using bilinear transformation. How we will be doing? In h of s equation, wherever s is there, you will be substituting 2 by t 1 minus z raised to minus 1 divided by 1 plus z raised to minus 1 with the t is equal to 1 second. Let us take it normal. Okay. Now h of s in step 2, at the end of the step 2, you have got h of s is equal to 0.1348 s cube plus 0.64, this equation, isn't it? Now what you do? In this equation, you will be substituting instead of s 2 by t 1 minus z raised to, that's what. Now you will get h of z is equal to 0.1348 whole divided by s. There I will substitute 2 by t 1 minus z raised to minus 1 divided by 1 plus z raised to minus 1. This is completely taken as s cube plus 0.6423 to 1 minus z raised to minus 1 divided by 1 plus z raised to minus 1, okay, square plus 0.5229 s. Instead of that, 1 minus z raised to minus 1 divided by 1 plus z raised to minus 1 plus 0.1348 now is equal to 0.1348 whole divided by 2 cube 8 1 minus z raised to minus 1 cube divided by 1 plus z raised to minus 1 cube plus 0.6423 2 square into 4 1 minus z raised to minus 1 square divided by 1 plus z raised to minus 1 square plus 0.5229 into 2 into 1 minus z raised to minus 1 divided by 1 plus z raised to minus 1 plus 0.1348. See, many students will get different answers because one student may keep 8 outside, one student may keep 0.134 outside like this, but the final answer I will be writing here 0.1348 because 1 plus z raised to minus 1 whole cube goes to the numerator, isn't it? 1 plus z raised to minus 1 whole cube whole divided by 11.75 minus 25.118 z raised to minus 1 plus 20.78 z raised to minus 2 minus 6.34 z raised to minus 3. Okay, that's what is the final h of z after simplification I got. Okay, I have not deduced this last equation. I have written the answer from the textbook. You can just work out on this and verify this answer. Okay, but that's what is the answer, final answer. I hope you understood the solution of Chebyshev digital filter design. It is same as Butterworth design. There is no changes. 3 steps. First step is pre-warping. There it is very important. For the given data, you should use different techniques so as to pre-warp the data. And after that, second step is purely analog filter design. There is no change at all. If you are asked Butterworth analog filter design. If you are asked Chebyshev filter design, equations also will be the same. The third step, analog to digital transformation. If bilinear, you have used bilinear. Okay, that's what is the 3 major steps that you have to follow so as to design the Chebyshev filter. If you are having any doubts, you can ask me through your WhatsApp group, or else you can contact personally also. Try to solve some model question paper problems. I will give assignments, but if you are finding any doubts, you can contact me. Thank you.